But this is a PC that comes ready. You literally, it's the same with this PC. You get it out of the box, you remove the protective packaging from inside, you plug it in, and you are up and running. You are playing games. Like you are there, ready to rock and roll. No messing around. Let's build our very own NZXT PC today. So we're going to be doing, like I say, we're going to be doing a custom PC. And what I'd like you guys to do is help me to build it. What's our first choices that we're going to be making here? So we need to decide whether we're going AMD or Intel. We need to choose our budget. Okay, and we're going to be choosing what resolution we're going to be playing at as well, whether it's going to be 1080p or 1440, for example. Okay, so first of all, I already have an Intel PC, so why don't we try something different? Why don't we go for AMD this time? Yeah. And what do you guys think we should do? Let's have a show of hands in the chat. Okay, let's go for like a bit of a voting system. Type 1080 or 1440 in the chat to let me know what resolution you guys are on, and then we'll go from there. We're seeing a lot of 1440s in the chat right now. A lot of 1440s. Good to see. 640 by 480. Really? Yeah. We want something that's going to be sort of future-proof. Here we go. Right, what we got then? Let's have a look. Okay. So here, you can actually see the price difference as well. Okay, so we can change stuff here. We can change the color. We can change what case that we're using. And it tells you how it's going to affect the final price as well. Okay, so if we go for something like crazy like this, it's going to be a lot more expensive. If we go for something a little bit cheaper like this, for example, it's going to help us with our budget, right? I think we're going to go for the... let's go for the H510, okay? It's fairly low on the price compared to a lot of the other ones, and I guess, you know, it should be fine. I imagine. I don't see any problem with it. I'm sure it's perfectly good. What else we got? Let's go for motherboard. So we need to choose a motherboard here. If we're thinking purely on budget, okay, the most intelligent thing that we do, or the most likely thing we do, is we'd go for the cheapest one, right? If we was going purely for budget, you know, we're trying to save some money because obviously the world's going crazy at the moment. We choose the cheapest one. However, what do you think, guys? What would be your recommendation for a motherboard? You'd go for the B550. The B550, this bad boy over here, yeah? Ah, yeah, that's cool. So we'll have like a black case and then see if we can have like white internals and just to show off like what we've got in there. Yeah, so we'll go for the B550. I like it. All right, next up we've got a CPU. And we've got a couple of choices here. We've got everything ranging from the 5600X all the way up to a 5950X. Okay, now these are sorted by price as well, which is really cool. You can see that we've already shaved £600 off of our budget, right? We've already shaved £600 off the total. We said that we had a budget of like $3,000 plus. We've already shaved some money off there, which is absolutely awesome. Okay, what would you suggest we'd go for a fairly decent sort of gaming rig? You guys would go for the 5800X, yeah? All right, sounds good. I'm loving it, guys. This is awesome. I'm going to shave some more off of the subtotal. I like it. I'm from the UK. I'm all about saving money. This is making me happy. Good stuff. So when it comes to RAM, especially if you are going to be working with games in development still, not fully optimized, these kind of games generally will demand more RAM and stuff like that. So really, I'd like to go for 32 gig. These are all 16 from what I can see at the moment, but we might be able to add 32 option. There we go. All right, so they're both DDR4 3200 megahertz. This is slightly cheaper. I think it may just be because of the RGB. So let's add that for now. Okay, we'll add this one for now. We're not too fussed about RGB. Okay, we're going to try and save some money with regards to RGB anyway. Okay, so we've got 32 gigabytes of RAM, so we can play our games that are still in development, early access stuff. All right, we should be happy with that. Okay, next up, we've got some cooling. So what we're going to do here, guys, what's your favorite cooling solution from what you can see here? Okay, we've got everything ranging from the NZXT Kraken Okay, and remember, guys, NZXT stuff works really, really well with the NZXT CAM software, which I'll show you another time. But the CAM software is a fantastic monitoring software, which essentially helps you to monitor everything on your PC. It helps you with changing settings and stuff like that. So, for example, I can control all of my RGB. I can control fan speeds and everything else with the CAM software. Like I say, I'll show you that another time. So what you'll see with this PC builder, if you put something in that's not compatible, it actually comes up with a warning. Yeah? It actually comes up with a warning and says that it's not compatible. Does that make sense? So everything that we're selecting, everything that we're doing should be compatible, and if it's not, we'll get a warning up on the screen. We'll try and choose something that's not compatible later on, but I think it's designed quite well to make sure that you can't choose things that won't work together. Does that make sense? So what we're thinking for the cooling, okay, we've got we can save ourselves £110 with the Kraken, or we can go a little bit more expensive and go for different models of the Kraken that have different displays and stuff like that, as well as we can go all the way up to these bad boys, F140s. Oh, okay, here we go. Prevented insufficient space for the selected cooler. So what we've come up against here, guys, is we have come up across an issue where we've tried to add a component that's not it's not going to work. It's not going to work together. Yeah, exactly, guys. So we've tried to add that that system into our PC, but it's not letting us. Okay, so you can see the little pop-up will come up. I'm going to try and do it again. There we go. Insufficient space. Okay, so if we did want to use this, okay, then we'd have to pick the bigger case, right? So this is a really cool example of how the system itself, the website itself, will stop you from trying to add stuff that you couldn't put together. Yeah. All right, so that's really cool. So we'll stick with the X63 for now. Right, cooling. We're done cooling. GPU, the fun part, the sexy part. This is the part everyone gets excited about, the GPU. Oh. So what do you reckon? You'd go for the 3060? You'd go with NVIDIA. Okay, so let's slap a 3060 Ti in there. We're going to save ourselves an extra £110. So we've come under the 2,000. We've shaved £1,000 off our build. We've shaved £1,000 off the build, which is really cool. Really, really cool. You got yourself a 3060 and it eats everything. Happy days. So we're going to go for the 3060 there then, which is the second cheapest. The next one down would be the RX 660, but we're going to stick with NVIDIA GPU. Yeah, we're going to go for the NVIDIA 3060 Ti. What's next? Power supply. All right. We're going to need a decent power supply. Now the question is, can we choose the wrong power supply? What would you guys recommend with regards to power? You say that the 750 is fine. Yeah. All right. We'll go for the 750. It's a nice little middle ground. All right. It's a nice little middle ground. Yeah, 750 would be fine. Okay, this is not as fun and not as sexy as the GPU, but extremely important. Okay, we want a nice fast drive, don't we? We want a nice fast storage system. Personally, I would probably go for I mean, I'm a big fan of the Samsung stuff, and that's only because I have Samsung stuff anyway. So it's got to be an M2, right? It has to be an M2. Of course. That's not an option. 100% going for the M2, but we've got the 980 Pro, we've got the 980 SSD, and we've got the Western Digital. When it comes to storage, you need, okay, so prevented build needs at least one storage. So it will not let you build a PC that doesn't have storage on it. That's why I had one selected already. Aha. So it wasn't necessarily the case that it was cheaper. It was just that we couldn't replace. Yeah. All right. Okay, I got you. So now it's making sense. Now it's making sense. So what would we be wanting to do then, guys? Because this is going to add, if we go for the 500 gig, that's going to add 104 pounds on top. Okay, that's going to add 104 pounds on top. So we'd go for the 1 terabyte SATA for storage, and you'd go for 1 terabyte 980 Pro for the main. Yeah? Something like that? Best of both worlds? Is everybody happy? Probably not. We're never happy all at the same time, are we? Okay, so let's have a look. Let's review our build. So we've got a fairly small form factor case. There's a fairly small case. We've got the H510. We've got a B550 motherboard. A 5800X. 32 gigabytes of RAM at 3200 megahertz. A nice 2-fan Kraken X63. We've got a 3060 Ti. We've got a 750 watt power supply. And we have an 870 Evo SATA for our storage, 1 terabyte. And a Samsung 980 Pro, 1 terabyte for our main storage. Okay. Sound good? Happy? No? Okay, good. Right, what's next then, guys? Let's go for add-ons. So we're currently looking at £2,097. So let's say 2,100. Okay, 2,100 pounds for our build at the moment. So I would say that probably a lot of you have already got things like monitors, peripherals, you know, stuff like that. Okay, I'd imagine that a lot of you have already got that stuff already. If not, you can add things to your order in this point. All right. So you know you can add stuff here. They come in different colors, different configurations. You got a 32-inch curved canvas, and you got the 27-inch flat, which is what we're working with at the moment. Okay, guys, I do run the 27-inch flat screen. 1440p 165. It's very, very cool. Exclamation canvas in the chat if you want to go check it out. They come in different colors and stuff like that. So if you wanted to add a monitor on, you can do that now. Yeah. So you get a full rundown of your prices here. Okay, you can have a look at every single thing, every single part of the order. Okay, it says estimated shipping 22nd of September, which is in 9 days. So it estimates, I beg your pardon, that's 2 days. What the heck? 2 days? Is it really the 20th already? Goodness me. So it's currently the 20th at the time of recording and the time of us doing this. NZXT estimate that they can get us this PC to us within 2 days. That is nutty. So, my friends, I believe that is it. Okay. Bearing in mind, guys, this is a PC built for us, tested, and shipped for £2,100. Okay? So, of course, it's always going to be cheaper to build your own stuff. It's always going to be cheaper to build your own things because you don't have to pay for labor. You don't have to pay for none of that, right? But this is a PC that comes ready. You literally, it's the same with this PC. You get it out of the box. You remove the protective packaging from inside. You plug it in, and you are up and running. You are playing games. Like you are there, ready to rock and roll. No messing around. That's not too bad, right? I would say that that's not too bad. So shipping is calculated at checkout. So let's see. Just want to make sure that, of course, hopefully there'll be no. I don't want to dox myself. As much as I'd love for you guys to come around my house and chill and put the kettle on, I just want to make sure that we're not going to get ourselves in trouble. Okay, just so you believe me, I've literally just copy and pasted this off my clipboard. Right? Check this out. I've literally just copied and pasted off my clipboard. Free. Shipping is free. Yeah, don't bitbot me into buying this PC, guys, please. We did have a £3,000 budget, right? And we did have a £3,000 budget. We started with a £3,000 budget, right? But we managed to shave a lot of money down. Like we managed to shave quite a lot off, didn't we? And we managed to get ourselves to 2,081. Yeah, so £2,081 all in right now to receive a PC in 2 working days. 22nd estimated. It might be on the 23rd. But, I mean, that's not bad, right? That is not bad. Free shipping. Can't stress it enough. Okay. So $2,000 for a pretty cool little PC. And I'd say with a 5800X, 32 gig of RAM, 1 terabyte, 980 Pro with 1 terabyte of storage as well. Okay. I think this thing, it's got 3060 as well, 3060 Ti, 8 gigabytes of VRAM. I would say that this thing will last you, like, this thing will future-proof you for a while. Okay, this is going to basically play any game you want to play. You are probably not going to need to upgrade this for a very long time. And this thing will do everything, as it's a PC. You know, I don't need to explain to you what PCs do. You guys know what PCs do. But just from a practical perspective, you know, this will do everything for you. If you do graphic design, if you do animation work, if you do any of that stuff, you can do it at a respectable level. Just like myself, like all my graphic design, all the stuff that I do, like it will do it super fast. Yeah, it will do it super fast. Will it get us 80 FPS on Lighthouse? It's a very good question. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a very, very good question. We know that AMD CPUs tend to run Lighthouse on Tarkov extremely well. I'm not sure why. We've been looking into the cache size and everything else. That's what we've been talking about today. But for whatever reason, Lighthouse loves AMD CPUs, and I don't know why. It just does. So this would probably run Lighthouse amazingly well. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about AMD and Lighthouse. I have absolutely no idea. But there is something that is causing AMD stuff to run exceptionally well on Lighthouse, and I don't know what that is. We'll most likely do another one. We could do like a minimum budget PC. We can do like a maximum budget PC. This is a kind of, yeah, £2,000. It's a respectable PC and it will last us a long time, okay? But we definitely will do a min budget and we'll do a max budget as well. We'll go all out. We'll put everything in there, okay? We'll build the biggest, beefiest PC that we can, and we'll build the most budget PC as well. All right, so we'll do that in the future, guys. Look forward to that. For those of you that are here live right now in the chat, get some love, please, in the chat for NZXT. Okay, I want to see some love. I want to see some emotes. Okay, for our friends over at NZXT who did an absolutely amazing job with our PC. It's been running amazingly well. I've absolutely loved taking pictures of it, and I'm looking forward to getting some more images up for you guys. You go over to our social channels, guys, and go check out the PC. It looks amazing. It's so beautifully prepared. And yeah, I'm extremely thankful. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for checking it out. I hope you found this useful. For those of you that are watching live right now, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Thank you for helping me build this PC, and we'll get on the budget and the beast. Okay, the budget and the beast another time. All right, sound good? Cool. Right, take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you very soon.